and today I'll be delivering the lecture on the numerical reasoning. I hope that you are able to see me as well as I am audible also. Okay, so let me share my screen. Hello. हॅलो. हां. हो, लेक्चर झाल्यावर करतो वाटल्यास म्हटलं. ठीक आहे. हॅलो. So numerical ability, this topic today we are going to discuss for the around the 2 hours in this presentation. Okay, so numerical computation. Okay, so number system, ratio and proportion. Hello. आणि पीपीटी पण दिसत आहे. बरोबर, चला. हा, मी कंटिन्यू करतो. मला तुमचा आवाज नाही येत आहे, तर तुम्हाला तसं काही राहिलं तर मला फोनवर कळवा तुमचा, है ना. स्क्रीन मिनिमाइज केली आहे समजा ती, तसं आहे. हो हो हो, है ना. सुरू करतो मग आता. ओके. So I am thankful to the honorable principal of the Anjuman College of Engineering, Dr. Dr. Akash Langde sir, and the Tanuja ma'am for giving me the opportunity to share my views and to discuss with you today the topic of the numerical ability. Basically, portion is being included in the curriculum of the GATE examination, and almost similar kind of curriculum is offered for all the branches under this one. That is the aptitude part is there. So so the numerical computation, in the numerical computation we will be dealing with the number system, ratio, proportion, percentage, and the time work. So these 4 topics under the numerical system, that is the number system. So you see that number system, that is this place is nothing but the here 2 plus 2 6 plus 7. Okay, so 7 places I have represented here, and in these 7 places this is nothing but the your millions place, 100,000 place, and 10,000, hundred and tens and unit place. So this number system you are studied in the school education also, wherein this is nothing but the unit place. This is your millions place, 100,000 place. But now I have represented it with the number. Okay, and sequentially I have not represented. For example, the millions place is represented by 3, 100 place is 100,000 is represented by 1, 10,000 by 4, 7, 100 is represented by 2 and 8 and 6. So this is what the number system that you have to solve the numericals and find out for that. So what is the number system? Basically the 10 symbols, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hello, sir. 5, yeah, sir. Till 5:30, I am in the class. So can we discuss in the evening also? Evening, huh? Okay, okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, okay. So the 10 symbols, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are called the digits which can represent any number. Okay. And what is the natural number? These are the numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, etc., that are used for counting, and it is denoted by the capital N. That is nothing but the natural number. So there are infinite natural numbers, and the smallest natural number is 1. Okay, so even number, natural number which are less than 2 are even number. It is denoted by E. So for example, E is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8. These are all even number. And the smallest even number of all is nothing but the 2. And there is no largest even number in any range. Then let us see the odd numbers. So natural numbers which are not divisible by 2 are called as the odd number, and it is denoted by O in case of the number system. Okay, so O is equal to, odd number is equal to 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, like that. And smallest odd number is 1. There is no largest odd number. Based on the divisibility, there could be two types of natural number, that is prime and the composite natural number. And the prime numbers are those numbers, basically the natural numbers which have exactly two factors. For example, that is 1 and the number itself are called the prime number. The lowest prime number is 2. Okay, 2 is also the only even prime number. For example, the 2 into 2 is nothing but 2 into 1. That is nothing but a 2. Okay, so these are called, the lowest prime number is 2, and 2 is the only even prime number. Then in the number system, we come across the composite numbers. So it is nothing but the unity and itself. Every composite number can be factorized into its prime factor. For example, 24. So how you are going to factorize 24? Okay, 24 can be factorized as 2 into 12, or it can be factorized as 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. So 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 is basically nothing but the 24. So 24 is the composite number. Because what is composite number? It is a natural number that has at least one divisor different from unity and itself. The smallest composite number is 4. Okay, if you go with the definition of the composite number, you will find that the number 4 is divisible by the divisible by the 2. Okay, so the smallest composite number is nothing but the 4. Then the whole number, from the system of whole number divided by the W. So there is no largest whole number, and the smallest whole number, it is nothing but the 0. Then number system, okay, integers. The number system consisting of natural numbers their negative and zero is called integers. It is denoted by the smallest and the largest integer cannot be determined. Okay, so these are all the number system consisting of the natural number, their negative and zero is called as the integer. It is denoted by the z or I in our system. So the smallest and largest integers cannot be determined. Reminder at this stage that 1 is neither a prime nor a composite number. 1 is an odd. 0 is neither positive nor negative. Okay, 0 is an even integer. 2 is prime and even both. All prime numbers except 2 are the odd. Okay. Then a real number. So all numbers that can be represented on the number line are called as the real number. It is denoted by the capital R. And the real number is equal to rational numbers plus irrational number. So what is rational number? Any number that can be put in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0, is called a rational number. It is denoted by the q. Q is equal to p numerator divided by the q denominator. So if x and y are two rational number, then x plus y and its value lies between the given two rational numbers x and y, and infinite number of rational number. So example, okay, find the three rational numbers between 3 and 5. Okay, so how to find out the rational numbers and 5? So the solution is first natural number, that is 3 plus 5 divided by 2 is equal to 4. Second rational number, that is between 3 and 4, is equal to 3 and 5, that is 4 plus 5 divided by 2 is equal to 9 by 2. So three rational number we have been asked to find out between the तीन और पांच के बीच में हमें तीन नेचुरल रैशनल नंबर निकालना है. So the first is nothing but the 3 plus 5 divided by 2 is equal to 4. This is a rational number. Then the second one, 3 and 4 divided 7 by 2, and the third rational number, that is 4 and 5 divided by 2 is equal to 9 by 2. So these are the three rational number which are between the 3 and 5. Similarly, irrational numbers which are not rational or which cannot be put in the form of pq, where pq are integers and q is not equal to 0, is called as the rational number. So a fraction is a quantity which expresses a part of the whole. For example, the fraction is nothing but the numerator divided by the denominator, which is called as the fraction. So the example which we will be taking up now, that is, write a fraction whose numerator is 2 square plus 1 and denominator is 3 square minus 1. So solution, 2 square plus 1 and denominator is 3 square minus 1. So 9 minus 1, 8. So the fraction is nothing but the 5 by 8. Okay. So numerator divided by the, so writing the fraction 2 square plus 1 and denominator is 3 square plus 1, 3 square minus 1. Okay. So this is coming out to be 5 by 8. In the number system, you need to revise which you have learned education or in the engineering education. For example, these are the formulas which we should revise. That is a square minus b square is equal to a plus b minus c square. Also a minus b, a square plus 2ab plus b square is equal to a plus b whole square. Similarly, a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square is equal to 4ab. All these formulas which is being used in the number system, that you should learn and try to practice the numerical based on such kind of number system. Okay, if you do not know the formula, in that case it is very difficult to solve the numerical. So therefore you should go into the number system and try to see that you are learning the formulas. Similarly, all these formulas are given here. A cube plus b cube, a plus b whole cube minus 3ab in bracket a plus b. Likewise, last one, 18th number, a to the power of n minus b to the power of n is equal to a minus b in bracket a to the power of n plus 1 plus a to the power of n plus 2 into b plus a to the power of n plus 3 plus b square into b square plus dash dash dash. So number system shortcuts we will discuss now. Find the sum of the first n natural number. Okay, let the sum be denoted by s. Then s is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus dash 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 plus n, and it is given by s is equal to n in bracket n plus 1 divided by 2. Okay, so when this is the shortcut which you should learn, which can be useful to you under the number system, so that quickly you can solve the numerical and you can answer the question. Oh. So s is equal to n in bracket n plus 1 divided by 2. So similarly, find the sum of the squares of the first n natural numbers. Let the sum be denoted by s. Then s is equal to 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus dash 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 plus n square. So s is equal to in bracket n plus 1. Okay, in bracket 2n plus 1 divided by 6. That is nothing but the sum of the squares of the first n natural number. Then to find the sum of the cubes of the first n natural number, let the sum be denoted by s. Then s is equal to 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus, okay, so sum of the cubes of first n natural number, it is being given as s is equal to in bracket n plus 1 divided by 2 whole square. So therefore the sum of the cubes of the first n natural number is equal to the square of the sum of these number. So find the sum of the first n odd natural number. For example, s is equal to 1 plus 3 plus 5 dash 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 in bracket 2n minus 1 is equal to basically n square. To find the sum of the first n even natural number, that is s is equal to 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 2 plus 9. So in it is given by n in bracket n plus 1 is equal to n square plus n. Then again the shortcuts, that is to find the sum of odd number where n is greater than or equal is a natural number. So case number A, that is if n is odd, okay, that in that case n plus 1 divided by 2 whole square, or if n is even, then n by 2 whole square. Okay, so to find the sum of even numbers, that is less than or equal to n, where n is a natural number, if n is odd, it is given by n by 2 in bracket n plus 1 divided by 2. If n is even, it is n minus 1 divided by 2 in bracket multiplied by n plus 1 divided by 2. Then divisibility rule. here to understand for the number system, that is divisibility by 2. A number is divisible by 2 if its unit digit is even or 0. Okay. Divisibility by if the sum of its digits are divisible by 3. Okay, so what we learn now, a number is divisible by 2 if its unit digit is even or 0. Okay, and if it is divisible by 3, then divisibility by 4, a number is divisible by 4 if the last two digits are divisible by 4, if the last two digits are zeros. Okay, by 5, a number is divisible by 5 if its unit digit is 5 or 0. Divisibility by 6, a number is divisible by 6 if it is simultaneously divisible by 2 and 3. Okay, and LCM of number, HCM is nothing but the highest common factor, okay, of two or more number is the greatest number that divides each one of them exactly. Example, if we consider the example here, 8 is the highest common factor of the 16 and 14. Okay, so 8 twos are 16, 8 fives are 40. So out of the 16 and 40, but the common highest common factor. SCP is also called as the greatest common divisor, GCD or GCM, that is greatest common measure. LCM, that is least common, LCM of two or more number is the least or lowest number which is exactly divisible by each of them. For example, LCM of 8 and 12 is 24 because it is the first number which is multiple of both 8 and 12. Okay. Then SCF of fraction. So SCF of numerators divided by LCM of denominator is equal to LCM of fraction is equal to LCM of numerator divided by HCF of denominator. Now, taking the example ahead, find the HCF and LCM of 1 by 2, comma 2 by 3 and 3. So solution is HCF is equal to HCF of 1, comma 2, comma 3 divided by LCM of 2, 3, 2, comma 3, comma 7 is equal to 1 by 42. Then LCM of 7, that is 6 by 1, 6. Then number system, the counting number of zeros, sometimes we come across column in which we have zeros at the end of the factorial of any number. For example, number of zeros at the end of factorial 10. Okay, so factorial 10 can be represented 8 multiplied by 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So here basically we have to count number of fives because multiplication of 5 by any even number will result in 0 at end of final product. In factorial 10, we have two fives, thus total number of zeros are 2. So shortcut, number of zeros at the end of factorial n, value will be n plus n by 5 square plus n by 5 cube plus n by 5 to the power of 4 plus dash dash dash. Okay. So example, taking into the example, that is a number of zeros at the end of factorial 10. So number of zeros at the end of factorial 10, that is solution is 10 by 5 plus 10 by 5 square plus integral value, that is 10 by 5 is 2, 10 by 5 square 0. So the number of zeros in factorial in here 10 by 5 square is less than 1, so it will not count it. Okay, it is taken as 0. So therefore number of zeros at the end of factorial 10 is nothing but the 2. Okay, example, end of the फैक्टोरियल 100 में नंबर ऑफ जीरोस कैलकुलेट करना है. So what will be there? 100 divided by 5. Okay, solution is 100 divided 100 divided by 5 square plus 100 divided by 5 cube. So integral value will be 100 divided by 5, 20. 100 divided by 5 square 25 हो गया. So 100 divided by 25, 4. Okay, so 5 cube, 100 divided by 5 cube, it is lesser than 1. So lesser than 1 is not counted. So the number of zeros at the end of the factorial is nothing but the 20 plus 4, 24. Okay, so you need to understand this number system and how to calculate the number of zeros at the end of the factorial 10. Factorial 100. Then number of zeros at the end of the factorial 90. हेलो. हाँ. का मतलब फैक्टोरियल का मतलब हो ये तो मैं समझ गए. Example, number of zeros at the end of the factorial 90, that is 90 by 5. Okay, 90 by 5. अब 90 के पीछे कितने zeros लगे हैं 90 factorial के? Calculate that 5 square plus 90 by 5 cube. अब 90 by 5, 90 divided by 5, 18. 5 square 25 divided by 90. Okay, 3. ठीक है. So 20 zeros. ठीक है. Power of a number contained in a factorial is n, which is being given as n by p plus n by p square plus n by p cube plus n by p to the power of r, where x denote the greatest integers than x and is a natural number such that p to the power of r is less than n. So this is regarding the number system, wherein you will be getting some numerical based on the number system. Now we will study the ratio and proportion. Okay, for example, the one girl is running, okay, and she is running with a speed of 6 meter per second initially, and with a speed of 2 meter per second. Then in how much time, okay, or what will be the difference between them? Or if the boy is running with a 6 meter per second, girl is running with the 2 meter per second, time the boy will cross the girl and move ahead. So this ratio and proportion numericals will be there in the gate examination, which you need to understand. The ratio and proportion. So what do you mean by the ratio? Ratios are comparison made between the two sets of number. For example, there are 8 and 7 in a class. The ratio of girls, there are 8 girls in a class and 7 boys in a class. So ratio is nothing but the 8 by 7. A ratio is a number. So to find the ratio of two quantities, they must be unit, that you should know, they must be expressed in the same unit. The ratio does not change if both of its terms are multiplied or divided by the same number. Okay, for example, here the 3. Now 3 by 4, if I multiply the numerator by 2, it will become 6, and if I multiply the denominator 4 by 2, then it is a, when it multiplied and divided by the same number. Okay, in this case you see that 3 by 4 is multiplied by 2 divided by 2, it becomes 6 by 8, is multiplied by 4, okay, divided by 4, so it becomes 12 by 16, like this. Okay, Ratio and proportion numerical ratios are used in the everyday application. They are used for miles per hour, weight of atoms per pound or gallon, and hourly rate of pay. So, for example, you are able to see one picture, and in this case, the signal or the road signals which is being shown over here, and it is shown as the speed limit as 80. Okay, and night it is 65. So, what it is showing, speed limit is 80 means 80 miles per to 1 hour. Okay, 80 miles per hour. Okay, you can drive the vehicle with a speed of 80 miles per hour, and during night time it is permitted to have 65 miles per hour. So it is hourly rate of pay. So the cost of atoms also per pound per gallon, okay, miles per hour, like that. So this kind of ratios are used. There are three ways to write the example. There are 8 girls and 5 boys in my class. What is the ratio of girls to boys? Write the ratio of word to between two numbers being counted. So it is nothing but the ratio of girls to boys is 8 by 5. Similarly, what is the ratio using the word to and between the two numbers being compared? So the ratio is 8 girls to 5, that is 8 to 5. What is the ratio using a colon between the two numbers being compared? For example, there are 3 apples and 4 oranges in the basket. What is the ratio of apples to the oranges? The ratio of apples to the oranges is 3:4. So write a ratio of a fraction. That is, for example, Hunter and Braden were playing basketball. Braden scored 5 baskets and Hunter scored 6 baskets. Then, what was the ratio of baskets Hunter scored to the baskets Braden scored? Basket scored was 6 basket to 5 basket, that is 5 by 6. So let us see the guided practice, that is directions. Ratio in 3 different ways. There are 13 boys and 17 girls in the 6th grade. Find the ratio of boys to the girls in the 6th grade. So 13 to 17, it can be written as 13 to 17, it can be written as 13 divided by 17, 13 slash 17. So fraction ratio can be expressed in the 3 different ways. One way is to write with the help of 2, then colon, then the division mark. Rules for solving the ratio problem. When writing ratios, the number should be written in the order in which the problem is solved. For example, there were 4 girls and 7 boys at the birthday party. What is the ratio of girls to boys? So 4 girls to 7 boys, that is or 4 girls colon 7 boys, or 4 girls 7 boys. So hint, the question asks for girls to boys, therefore girls will be listed first in the ratio. So it is 4 girls to 7 boys. Then guided practice, that is a direction. Solve and write ratios in all 3 forms. The Panthers played 15 games this season. Games played 13 games. What is the ratio of games 1 to the games played? The question asks for the games 1 to the games played. So games 1 is nothing but 13. So 13 to 5, or 13 slash 5, or 13 slash 5. Whose basketball team won 7 games and lost 5? What is the ratio of games lost to the games won? The question asks for the games lost. So therefore, the number of games lost should be written first, should be written second. So games lost, that is 5, to games won 7. So 5 to 7, 5 is to 7, or 5 by 7. Ratio and proportion. You are able to see the one picture in your on your screen, that is reducing ratio. Ratios can be reduced without changing the two boys to four girls, okay, represented by here one boy to the two girl. Okay, two boys to four girls picture you are able to see, two boys picture you are able to see. Reduced the two girls. Then all ratios must be written in the lowest. Step number one, read the word problem and set up the ratio. For example, you scored 40 40 answers correct out of 45 problems on a test. So in lowest form. So step number one, read the problem. What does it want to know? Okay, 40 to 45 and 40 slash 45. So you scored 40 answers correct out of the 45 problem. So ratio of correct answer to the total question in the lowest form. What does it want to know? Then reduce the ratio if necessary. So reduce means to break down a fraction or ratio into the lowest form possible. For example, reduce is equal to smaller number. Operation will always be division. Okay, so hint is when having to reduce ratios, to set up the ratio in the vertical form. Okay, so 40 to 45. So how it is written? 40 to 45 is written as the 40 divided by 45. Look at the numbers in this ratio. What number you can divide both the numbers by? For example, okay, 40 and 45 can be divided by, okay, one number. Let's see factors of 40. Factors of 40 are 40, factors of 41. 40 can be divided by 2, by 4. 40 can be divided by 5. 40 can be divided by 8, 10, 4, 5, 8, 10, 20, 40. Similarly, the factors of 45 are 1, 3, 5, 9, 15, and 40. So the number or which is appearing between the factor of 40 and factor of 45 is nothing but the 5. So therefore 40 divided by 5, similarly 45 divided by 5 is equal to 8 by 9. So the lowest ratio is nothing but the 8 by 9. Then solving the proportion problem, that is when solving proportions, that is cross multiply. Okay, divide both sides by the number connected to the variable. For example, problem is given 52 by 4 is equal to n by 7. So how to solve it? 4 into n, okay, cross multiplication is equal to 50 into 7. So which number is connected to the variable? 4 into n. Okay, so 4 into n divided by 4 to 52 into 7, that is 364 divided by 4. Okay, so it comes out to be n is equal to 91. Since 4 is connected to the variable, because 4n is there, both sides by 4. Okay, if you divide the both sides by 4, then 4n divided by 4, it is nothing but the 1. Okay, and 364 divided by 4 is nothing but the 2. Therefore, you are left with the n on one side, and its answer will be 91. So, if it comes out even, then the answer is correct. Check your answer. Suppose 52 divided by 4 is equal to 91 divided by 7. So, 52 into 7 is equal to cross multiply 364, and 91 into 4 364. So taking the example ahead, for every dollar Julia spends on her card, she earns 3 frequent flyer miles with American Airlines. If Julia spends $609 on her card, how many frequent flyer miles will she earn? For solving this problem of the proportion, what we have to do, we have to set up the proportion. So how to set up the proportion? For $1 mile, the Julia earns the 3 frequent flyers. Okay, so $1 divided by 3 miles, 3 frequent flyer miles is equal to, in $609, how much miles she will cover. So D miles. So what I have done, step number 2, cross multiply it. In the cross multiplication, 1 into D divided by 1 is equal to 609 multiplied by 3. So 609 multiplied, it is 1827. So the step number 3 is divide, and step number 4, check your answer, that is 1827. Since here there, it is 1827. So for such kind of problems, such kind of numericals, you have to set up the proportion. Okay, set up the proportion in format and try. Second question, second example. If a 3-gallon jug of milk costs $9, how many 3-gallon jugs can be परचेज फॉर $45? 3 गैलन जग के लिए कॉस्टिंग है $9, तो 3 गैलन जग्स कैन है ना. सो 1 divided by 9 is equal to n divided by 4, 45. So here 1 into 45 is equal to 9. 45 divided by 9, 9n divided by 9, so n is equal to 5. Okay, so if you want to check the answer, then 1 by 9 is equal to 5 by 45 is equal to 45 equal to 45. So in $45, 5 jugs of milk, okay, having a 3-gallon jug milk. Second example, on Thursday, Karen drove 400 miles in 8 hours. At this speed, how 12 hours? So 400 miles in 8 hours. So 400 divided by 8 hours is equal to x miles. We have to calculate x miles divided by 12 hours. 400 माइल ड्राइव करती है 8 घंटे में, तो 12 घंटे में वो कितना माइल्स ड्राइव करेगी? सो 400 डिवाइडेड बाय 8 is equal to x by 12. Cross multiplying it, we get 8x is equal to 4800 to 600 can be drawn by the current in the 12-hour span of time. This is again the another example which I am taking up on the ratio and proportion, that has 2 flower to plant tulips and daffodils. She wants the proportion of tulips to daffodils to be the same in each bed. So she plants 10 tulips and 6 daffodils